Not gonna let me do what I want. Yeah, now I do what I want. Yeah, now I do what I want. Yeah. All right, what's going on, family? We back, man. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Have things been great? Have life been amazing? I hope shit been good for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really been getting to it, getting to my business, getting to my family, handling everything I gotta handle. You know what I'm saying? So I hope the same for y'all. Hope y'all having like a prosperous 20 what are we gonna call this? Prosperous 2022 going into 2023. I'm already thinking about next year plans and stuff like that. But I came to have a different kind of conversation with y'all. I know the last time I rapped with y'all I was talking about just upcoming stuff. But now I want to get to some content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my YouTube family. Y'all know what it is. Once we all up, it's stuck like that. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my Facebook family. Y'all know what it is with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Love, love, love to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my partner Kenny. New stuff coming with us soon. Please go like and subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? That's big for me that y'all support me, hold me down, represent me like that. But please, 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 go subscribe to my channel. Go get a better light on my face without the hat being over my face. But yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel, which is Man the F Up. You know what I'm saying? Short for Man the Fuck Up. You just go to YouTube, type in my name, Darius Bethune. Also, y'all know I'm big with this music. Y'all know I've been making music for a minute, uh, over like 15 years. So if y'all want to go get some of my music, and I'm not asking y'all to buy it, it's there for free. You can just go listen and enjoy it. I got old projects, new projects, old songs, new songs. Y'all can go to SoundCloud, DMileSo600, and check out my music. Like it, hate it, just let me know what you think. But yeah, like that those are avenues that y'all can get like more in touch with me, more in touch with what I got going on. So y'all fucks with your boy, especially on that music tip, because we finna come at y'all hard. I'm about to have some new intros and stuff like that to my videos, new music, new commercials and things like that coming. um and y'all want to I'm also about to get into doing voiceovers and things like that. But I ain't gonna I ain't gonna bore y'all with everything that's got going on with me. But please, 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 y'all go like and subscribe to the channel. That's like uber important to me to get my subs up, and also for y'all to have somewhere to go find me and get this content. I'm not at the point where I need a Patreon or something like that. But yeah. So what y'all let's get to what y'all got me here for. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. So today, and even if you catch this live stream, look at me, screeks and screams. Even if you catch this live stream um at a later time, I still want you to comment. I want this to be a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I want people to engage with the conversation and also engage with other people in the comment section. You never know who you're gonna meet. You know what I'm saying? So my question to y'all, my first question and my first line of discussion, y'all think people tired of religion? And is it where the people who are still so involved in it, you know what I mean? Like they're like an older type generation where the new generation is not too much fucking with church, not too much not fucking with religion. Um, you see like kids or the younger generation may tend to hold on some semblance of their religion, um, because it's ingrained into their culture too, right? Especially like Judaism. So that's ingrained in their culture. So kids tend to hold on to that in that culture a little bit more, whereas like in other religions, you're starting to see like slowly, slowly, slowly. you're starting to hear and see this discord happen with the younger generation, or at least this conversation happen where it's like they're seeming to detach from this. And is religion now in these days and these times, is it necessary? Because you see the people who really gravitate to it is kind of like dogmatic. It's kind of old school too. Whereas like the new people really don't fuck with it. They really don't want to have anything to do with that kind of vibe, that kind of, that kind of like conformity and having to do something in a row over and over and over and over again, in a row over and over again. It don't seem like the new generation want to do that, or do rituals. Even do rituals where like going to church, praying, coming home, going to Bible study, participating in church where you singing in the choir. I'm asking y'all out there, because I want to do a Q&A, and I'm asking y'all, is like religion outdated? Is it not necessary? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Is it something that's like useless? You know what I mean? And then I want to go a little bit deeper to say, kids these days, they seem to be very, and I'm gonna be careful, but I feel like they're more in the know. They're more in the know at their age than maybe we were at certain ages, or our parents were at certain ages, right? And these kids see this other side to this thing, this religion, but also like the things that come along with it that clash or still coexist with religion, which is like the music industry. You look at things like entertainment, period, as a whole, even sports. It seems like everyone has to throw up these hand signals, and everyone has to show you their allegiances. And it's like, how is religion relevant these days when all the superstars are trying to prove to our children by believing in Satan that is your way, that is your ticket to have your gift in this life. You want your gift in this life, that is the way you obtain it. You obtain it by joining their group. And the odd part is, going back to the religious side, the odd part is all of Hollywood, which we know is run by the devil, which we know is satanic and full of witchcraft and all that shit, right? What's the first thing they do when they get on stage? They thank God. I want to thank God. So you got to understand how the kids don't like, so let me make another point too, where it's like no one knows what to do now. No one knows who to worship. No one knows what to believe in, because you see the debauchery there and you see the debauchery there. And you're like, well, how do I go about this thing? How do I go about this thing that I innately feel about belief? And I'm gonna give y'all some answers too. I'm not just asking questions, but I do want to pull out how young people may feel, where it's like, how is religion necessary when I look at it, it's demonic, it's full of debauchery, it's full of lies, and it's also full of a bunch of secrets that are not being revealed to the normal people. But then I look at the people who are successful, who claim to worship God, and they do it in a debaucherous fashion. They do it in a mockingly form. I want to praise God, when they really talking about their God. People never teach you this about worship. When you, like, I give you an example. If you join somebody's cult, that cult has like a rule book, even if their God is the leader of the cult, right? It's symbology. That person exists, it's in front of you. Whereas in religion, you don't know who their God is. The people who started it, the people who know the true secrets, the people who are part of the secret societies and things like that, they know who that God is. They know who that God is. And they understand that you praying to that God is only beneficial to that God and the people that worship that God truly, that know the secrets. that know the esoteric knowledge regarding this one particular entity or being. So with kids being hip these days and being hip to more knowledge, they're like, well, damn, the church don't know what's going on over there. And it don't seem like kids are safe in the church, right? And then, or young people for that matter, their minds, their bodies and their souls don't seem to be safe in these places. So then they look at music like Lil Nas X, and they look at people famous and in front of them, and they've given their life to Satan. They're giving their life to demonic entities. They're giving their life to negativity and low vibrational frequencies, right? And you wonder why you can't get a kid to go to God, because in the church, God is false. There is no God in church. And in the industry, their God is the devil. But we're not telling them the true God. We're not telling them the true way of being as a light being on this planet, as a spirit being on this planet. We don't have no guidance. And it's the same for a lot of people. A lot of people don't have this guidance. A lot of people look at the church, a lot of people look at this shit and go, oh shit. Okay. And then they look over here in the industry and they're like, whoa, what the hell going on here? What we got going on over here, guys? That's how people look at the industry. So even like this is just little wall stuff, you know what I'm saying? But y'all see these type of things in when they post this is sun worship. These are sun discs. Any way you shape this, any way you see it. Now are these particular items intended for that? I couldn't fucking tell you. But I'm telling you, you have to understand where somebody's gonna be confused. You gotta understand where somebody's just gonna say, hey, I'm just gonna stay. You know, that's where it comes from. People say I'm just gonna stay spiritual. Or I'm spiritual. Because they don't know. But one thing they do know, and I commend people for it, especially people that say I'm just spiritual, what they're trying to say is, all that shit fucked up. I can't follow none of that shit. It's too interwoven, it's too intricate to try to find God. And when you look at the industry, not only when you look at the industry, but when you look at Hollywood as a whole, it's like I be looking at people like, yeah, my baby gonna be the next this or the next LeBron. And I'm like, you want that in your family lineage? Everybody got their God. And nobody gonna tell you who theirs is. They just use random words. They just use random comments to explain. Not random, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Vague. They use vague terminology to explain what the truth is so you will never know. Keep you hidden from the truth. So why is religion necessary? Back to my question. When if a child or a young person, under the age of 25 look up, their music is tainted by the devil that they claim is God. And their religion is tainted that they claim is God. And it's like, damn, but God is pure. God is good. God is all-knowing. God created every knowing being. At least this is what we taught, because we only allowed to use God. If y'all, they say in the Bible, they took out God's name. They didn't take out God's name out the Bible, people. They took out their God's name. The aliens, Bel and Ra and El, and all the motherfuckers they believe in. The Sebate Goat, the Baphomet, what's the other one name? The horn one, the horn cow. They took their God's names out of the Bible because they named each God that was talking had a name. That's why it sounds so different. That's why all the God's rules are different. In different parts of the Bible, it sound like another nigga talking. And then they already, the gods in the Bible, they acknowledge other gods. They acknowledge their homeboys. They be like, hey, don't rock with him. Don't worship him over me. He ain't the plug. I'm the plug. See, it's just hustling souls. It's a sound like a street corner nigga just hustling souls. Hey, don't put no other dealer before me. Hey, don't put no other car salesman before me. Hey, don't put no other supermarket before me. Thou should not put no God before me. You see what I'm saying? It's just bartering for souls because you know there's other gods. So where you see what I'm saying? Where's the level of where's the level of knowing for you? They take that away from you because they try to make it cohesive. People think the Bible was taken out to confuse. No, it was taken out to try to make it sound more cohesive with this God. They understand there's big chunks missing. They understand there's big parts missing. But they also understand that they're not fit to tell you what they don't have to tell you when they don't have to tell you it. They're going to tell you when they have to tell you what they have to tell you. And y'all ain't understanding that. They rather give it to you subliminally in movies, who their God is. They rather give it to you subliminally in music, who their God is. They rather give it to you subliminally in commercials, in logos, in industry. You know what I'm saying? When you see these billboards, when you see these company logos, that's when they tell you who their God is. That's when they tell you they Saturn worshipers. That's when they tell you they worship Metatron's cube. But y'all ain't hip. Y'all ain't getting it yet. See, we gonna start to feel like in a while like they don't even belong in this shit. When what you really need to feel is that they don't belong here with us. That's what it is. It's not that I don't belong. I don't belong. This world weird. Like I don't belong in this shit. It's some weird ass shit. That's not the case. That's not true. It's an understandable assessment, but that's not the case. The case is they don't belong here. But them motherfuckers don't want to be where they at. That's why they interdimensional beings. That's why CERN and all these other organizations trying to open portals and clash atoms into each other to open these portals to release these demons. Because these are their gods. That's who they worship. These demons contacted them a long time ago from another dimension. They're not even in this space and time. They're not even on this plane of this frequency. They're in a different space and time. And these demons contacted these lowly people and other entities, and they want to be free. They want to rule this realm. And they've been helped. They may be able to rear their ugly heads sometime. But for the most part, they kept back into their realm. Now, you understand that these entities, they still have to feed. They still have to feed. And that's why the powers that be, the real Satans, right? The real devils, they understand that this earth, this realm, or while they're in control, has to be a realm of fear, of constant fear. And also, it has to be planned so that their plan works out. People don't see it, but the Bible is not religion or a book of belief or not belief. It is actually a roadmap for a group of people who are executing that particular plan to the fucking T. Oh, I don't want to throw up their hand signals. Ew. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do the 6-6 hands. See, they got us. They got us just, whatever we do, it's, look, demonic hand signals to the T. Look, okay. Look, it's all in there. It's all in that shit. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, you gotta understand that God don't lie, and that God don't occupy those spaces. But they just, I ain't gonna try to go so deep on y'all. I know y'all don't be ready for that shit. But is it not? Now let me ask you. That was my first question. I don't know, how y'all break that down as a question, but that is my first question. My second question to you is, and mind you, I as you've seen, I'm gonna give you my answers to these questions, but I also want yours because I'm gonna ask the question, but I'm gonna give my opinion. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask y'all this. If you can't find God, but on this earth, you see Satan winning everywhere. You see everybody winning in the music industry, got Bentleys, Rolls Royce, got the bouncy Rolls Royce. Everybody got big drip chains. Niggas got Paddocks better than my shit. Niggas got 200. I seen P with a Patek Philippe worth $334,000 earlier today. A watch, a Patek worth $334,000. What I'm asking y'all, I'm truly asking y'all is it worth it? Do you wanna ball so bad on this earth and have other human beings think something about you based on material so bad? You want to fit in with the Joneses, you want to have the best latest Instagram so bad that you will sell your soul for this shit? It's already going to shit. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is not even my answer, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you think the world is shit, right? And you think the world is going to shit, do you understand you're selling your soul for shit? Now, mind you, we all say you can't sell something that ain't yours, but we understand the symbology of everything, of showing, a person you picking their side, showing the motherfucker you rep their gang. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a level of symbology for things, even though you can't physically actually do the deed, right? Symbolically, you can't. So I'm asking, is it worth it? Would it be worth it to you to go, you know what? I'll give you the best example. Like these TikTokers made like an Illuminati page. It's like, I don't know if it's like a joke or whatever. I wouldn't be able to tell you, y'all. But what they do is like they look like they're recruiting people like, oh, come be the richest motherfuckers. And then which is odd because I actually know Masons that just live regular lives, have families, live in a subdivision suburb, like, but they advertise it on TikTok like, oh, come be like this, millionaire Illuminati motherfucker, right? And what I'm asking y'all is, if the world is just so fucked up, right? One, my question is it worth it to sell your soul for these earthly things so you can look better than everybody else around you, so you can have what it is that you think you have you want in your mind? Would it be worth it? You see what I'm saying? The second part is, what would you be able to do with these things besides just show them off to other people? Like, because things don't say who you are. Like my earrings, my nose rings, my chains, my watch, like my hat, nothing says that this is who this person. If I don't open my mouth, you don't know I think like this. So I'm asking y'all, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it to sell your soul for this shit? Let me tell y'all something. In comparison to the next life and living this life on earth, the comparison is like living in a fucking trailer park, a shitty trailer park your whole life, versus being like a Saudi fucking prince. And that's not even comparable. That's just some earth talk. That's just some small level human shit. I'm here to tell y'all this shit, man. Your reward is not in this life. So I asked y'all the question I said I was going to give y'all my answer to. Now you can have your answer, but my answer to that question is your reward ain't in this life. And for somebody to convince you as such is your enemy. Anybody trying to convince you that you should be doing something outside of your natural self for earthly gains, for recognition, for money, right? For power, for illusionary respect. Because respect out of fear is illusionary. People say, you rather somebody fear you or respect you. Well, fear, if a motherfucker fear you, they'll just wait to the opportunity to get rid of you. Whatever that fear may be. Whether it's employment, you on the job, somebody fear you gonna take their job, y'all know it all the time. See, people, that's why the logic is that I'd rather somebody fear me than respect me. When people usually fear you, they get rid of you. When somebody at your job higher up feel like you about to get higher up and take their job, what they do, they try to get you fired. When you when you senior lunch lady and you about to be, head lunch lady, the other lunch ladies get mad. They want to boycott against you. Any job, bus driver, lunch lady, cop, senator, judge, president, motherfucker, any job you want to name. The moment you try to impede on somebody else, they gonna try to get rid of you. So how people gonna say I choose for people to fear me over, because people just fear their position. They don't necessarily fear you. They fear the loss of their position. Just fear alone makes people do irrational things. I would never want somebody to fear me over respecting me, right? And would I want love or loyalty? You think about these things. You want love or loyalty? Well, people hate people they love all fucking day. I'll take the loyalty. See what I'm saying? That's me. That's me analyzing. And I'm a lover too. I'm a loving person. I'm a lover, but I take the loyalty over love any day. But don't sell yourself short because they come in to get you when you die. You don't die and float away. Everybody knows this. I talk to many of people, and I know many of people and many stories of people on their deathbed. I have a very personal story to me that you or no one in the in this metaverse can tell me that is not true, because it is. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? And when you die and your soul is leaving your body, they come get you. A lot of y'all don't know that when people are about to like die, their soul already leaves. They just watch it happen. Like, their physical body may go through something, but their soul is nowhere a part of that experience. They just watch it happen with the people that come get them. They actually come get you when you die. Who? That's for you to decide. Who come get you when you die is for you to decide. I think 2 or 3 people show up. I know 2 for a fact. I think it's 3. They show up when you're about to die, when you're dying, when they know your time is up. Everybody got their time. When your time hit, some motherfuckers come to get you, man. And and you heard it here. Don't let nobody tell you I'm lying. People done heard these not near-death experiences. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people actually dying, actually being conscious as their soul leave their body, actually being able to articulate and verbalize as they die. Y'all don't believe me? Go look when Anton LaVey passed away. Go look up Aleister Crowley's death. And those are just the negative ones. There's other people that will have documented that there's entities that are there when you're dying to come get you. Who come get you is your choice. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm not here for. I told you I'm when I say I'm not here for the follows, I mean I ain't finna tell you nothing that's not true to me to be shock value guy. Like, I'm not a shock jock. You know what I'm saying? I'm true to this shit. What I do right here on this thing right here will come out of my heart. It is. You know what I'm saying? It's important to me that y'all live the right way. And when you go about this thing, it happens, the right way. And it feels the way it's supposed to. And yeah. So that's my job. That's what I'm here for. That's what I was tasked to do, is to tell y'all that whatever they trying to feed you, it ain't good for you. Whatever they trying to feed you, whatever they trying to put you on to, it ain't good for you. Now, I won't go into how the music is at a certain hertz and frequencies to create certain, type of feelings and negative vibrations and low frequencies going through your body. And I ain't gonna get into the 808s and all that stuff. I'll just let y'all have your own level of discernment, your own level of thinking with this thing. You know what I'm saying? But it would not be worth it to sell your soul. It would not be worth it to sell your soul in a world that is already gone to shit. Y'all see people y'all think are famous. Y'all think of rich and famous fighting for they shit. Y'all hear every person with a bad contract. True or false? How many people y'all here with a bad fucking contract every time on everything? Always. I got a bad deal. I signed a bad deal. They gave me a bad contract. All that to be fucking rich and famous. Most of these people just famous. That's another thing too. They add the R word, man. People automatically add rich to a motherfucker they know. A lot of these people don't even be rich. They just be famous. They just be famous. And the people that want to be rich and famous and truly rich, the shit that they got to do, man, I'm going to tell y'all something that stick with me, man. And it's from one of our greatest teachers. And if y'all, this is from the horse's mouth. So, but one of our good teachers, his name is Credo Mutwa. Credo Mutwa is a native South African. And he was basically the spiritual guide for all South Africans at a certain point in time. He's a very famous man. Credo Mutwa. And Credo, if you go watch some of his footage, he explains the level of things. He don't go too much into detail, though he does partially, but he explains the things that he had to do to gain certain knowledges and to understand and be privy to certain secrets of the universe and of this world that we currently live in. So the things that Credo had to do were they were out there, man. Taking a dead person's head and cooking it and eating it. Quite sure that's pretty out there. You understand? And I understand the reverence I gave this man in the beginning of this, bringing him up. And you said you give reverence to a person that say they dug up a head and ate it. Not only you believe something outlandish like that, but you listen to the word of someone who said they did something like that. I tell y'all this. Knowledge comes at a cost. I've known this for a very long time. I've known this since I was about 19 years old. Knowledge comes at a cost. I, myself, have been on my own journey. I didn't have to do no ritualistic things for this journey to cost me. You understand? So, I'll just tell you, you should, the main reason why I brought up Credo is because it's like, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do for this world? What are you willing to do for all this? Now, I give reverence to Credo, but would I be willing to do some of the things he's done to obtain the thing? No. And I bring that up to say, no matter how great a person is, you don't know what they had to do to be great. And you have to make a decision on what you're going to do for certain things. You need to know who you are. You need to know thyself. It's very important you know who you are. It's very important that you know thyself. And it is becoming upon you to no longer allow other people to tell you who the hell you are. It is becoming upon you for no longer other people telling you who you are. You should know your lineage, your heritage, your bloodline, your family history. Not by Ancestry.com or 23andMe. These people are collecting DNA databases to fuck us over later. And if you know that they're in line with the pharmaceutical companies, allegedly, then if they're giving up a DNA database, normally it's for DNA weaponry, which they can use diseases to designate specific race, phenome, genome types, and all that kind of scientific wordplay, all that shit. So, but you can't tell a lot of y'all nothing. That's what us on this side we okay with. I know what I came here for. I came here to say I said it. I'm telling y'all, because I ain't got to do this. I could come down to earth and party till I'm gone, just like everybody else. Not have no kids, no family, not take no responsibility. I could have gone with a degree or a career that was gonna let me to have tons of money. That wasn't my lot. My lot was I'm parked in it. So I challenge y'all. I really challenge y'all to not be looking at what other people got. To not feel so like because you don't have some. And for you ladies out there, a lot of you mothers, it's like, oh shit, because I can't get this or I can't get that for my kids. Nah, man. Don't let them make y'all feel like that. When I say them, I'm talking about the world. It hurts sometimes. I seen it in my mama's eyes before. When you done the best you can, but the people you love might not think it's enough. I done seen that in my mother's eyes before. Let me tell you something, I'm not built to give a damn. I'm not built to give a damn. I believe I'm a good person, so. And the effort and what I put out with people. So let's move on. I made, I want to come at y'all with certain topics, but at the same time too, everything I talk about is gonna crux. It's gonna go back to this main thing. It's about believing in yourself and knowing who the fuck you are. And a lot of times we don't really understand to what extent somebody's saying that to us or to what capacity that comment is relevant, right? Knowing who the fuck you are. A lot of times we don't understand that. We don't understand know thyself. But if we want to backtrack a little bit from the wordiness of everything, how, everything sounds know thyself. Well, I tell people, when you start with your dislikes, because everybody know what they don't like, right? But take a good look at it though. Be thoughtful about these dislikes. Think about everything. Even if you're in the politics, even if you're in the, social sciences and things like that. Talk about things you don't like. Like I said, I'm not into these things, but if you don't like the red side, you don't like the red. If you don't like the blue, like the blue, but write it down. It's much more easier for us to talk about what we don't like, right? And this is just very low level. I must add too, this is a low level experiment that does not involve much as far as we talking about knowing yourself, knowing thyself. Low level experiment, right? So make a list of the things you don't like, right? Very detailed list. And based on the things you don't like, let that energy go through you. And let the things that you do like be able to bounce off those things you don't like, right? Because there's usually a contrasting argument to the things we don't like, right? It's something we do like, contrastingly, right? If you can do that truly to yourself, without anybody seeing it, without, whether it's, sex, whether it's gaming, You know, whether you like to go to church, you like to worship, you like to praise the Lord, you like kids, you like to take care of kids, you work at a nursery, or you're a pediatrician, or you take care of old people at a nursing home, or you're a nurse at a hospital, or a doctor, a dentist. Um, you know, to bring out these things that truly to yourself, that make you feel worth it, that make you feel worthy, and make you feel that you contribute to society. And it may not be the things that are traditional. It may not be the things that people think that you should think. You know what I mean? But you know you. This will allow you to start to participate in things that you like more. This exercise is not particularly about knowing thyself. More or less, it is an exercise about understanding and doing things that you like more, right? And doing things that you like more in this exercise, and understanding moving forward, consciously doing things that interest you, that you've never done for, you wanted to do. You know what I mean? What it does is create this mind of exploration. Because that's where we want to get to. We want to get to the mind that is willing to explore. Sometimes that comes in the form of way crazy things that you never expect to have an effect on you spiritually, and be gateways. I'll give you an example. Food. Food is definitely a spiritual gateway to opening up parts of yourself that you never knew. You say, how? It's really low level. Well, I'm giving you low level shit, baby. Because food experiences create spaces in the mind that are just open, right? And you're feeling it with something. This memory. It's a new, you think about, like, because I think about this restaurant I went to called Bula, and they had these lamb chops. And when I have this, like, these lamb chops, and they had mashed potato mousse with lamb. And I know that experience eating it. I'm gonna tell you, it was so good. We ordered another one right then and there. So as soon as the waiter came back, we was like, one more of these. Like, yeah, man. Food, um, meeting new people. You talk about food and how that opens up the mind. New food experiences, being a foodie. Because what we're talking about is, back to my premise, we're talking about getting to the point of exploration, right? When you can explore, because we're talking about knowing thyself, right? I want to make sure I keep touching back to my premise, knowing thyself. And you get to know yourself back to my point, by exploration. When you can explore, and I brought up food to allow certain things to go on in the mind, certain new experience, certain memories, right? And you constantly feeding this particular section of your brain, um, right? And then also, like, I just brought up meeting people, being interactive with other people, allows you to be more sociable. It allows you to have a higher level of discernment. The more different types of people you communicate with, the higher level of discernment you can have. You can know what angles people are coming at you from. But not only that, the most important part about it is you can explore and learn how you want to represent yourself, how you want to be seen, the type of person that you want to project out to other people, right? This is you're exploring, you're finding out. You're finding out, like, that's the type of shit I don't like, and this is the type of shit I don't like. But without this exploration, these things don't happen. And there's other ways that you can open these pockets of your mind and have these levels of exploration. But don't let someone tell you, know thyself, and it be some superficial level of understanding. You see what I'm saying? Oh, know thyself. Know thyself. What the hell does that mean? What it means is that give yourself the time. Pull yourself back from the matrix, from the metaverse, from this world, from the media, social media, whatever. Pull yourself back and give yourself time to see yourself. Give yourself time to have a fucking craving. You understand what I'm saying? I think people fall short of understanding these. I felt so guilty taking yesterday off of work, and I seen the TikTok was like, you need a fucking day, man. You're not a robot. You're a human. You go for a long time, you can do it, but you're not a robot. If you don't think that you're a good person, and you know whether you think you are or not, thinking about how you treat other people and your interaction with them, not superficially or self-consciously or self-deprecatingly, right? But just think about your interactions with other people. That will allow you to be more aware of self as well, or more self-aware. Sometimes people help you be more self-aware, as I've given y'all plenty of examples of how my friends and people in my life have helped me become more self-aware, right? But you want to know thyself, you want to know what this shit is really about, then give yourself time to, like, we all have something that is bullshit that takes up a lot of our fucking time, right? A lot of that bullshit is just dead fucking space, right? There's nothing going on, right? A lot of us have this time and space. What I say is you can start to fill that space with things you really want to do. And you can just start doing one thing. And matter of fact, let me be more specific. Let it be something that you don't gotta buy. Because people always want to start to move forward and all that. And when you invest your money into something and you're just now coming into this mentality, something not working out as fast as you wanted to, or something you spent your money on, could be even more, just feel like you feel hopeless. Or you feel like, don't let it be something you go spend your money on. I'm gonna start this project, I'm gonna do this and all that. No, get the feeling under you. Get moving, you know what I'm saying? Your engine moving, your body churning. Let it flow. Get it under your belt first. You know what I mean? Don't just go out and spend a whole bunch of money like, I'm finna know thyself. like I don't mean it like that, people. I'm saying do something you really want to do. It may be working out. It may be spending time with certain people. It may be starting you a YouTube channel. Whatever it is, you gotta take the time out for you. So there's gonna be deeper levels to know thyself. But how do we get there, Darius? Well, I just explained it. There's levels to these things. And when you start to have exploration, when you start to explore with your life and with your personality and with yourself, and you'll catch, people say I like to be around like-minded individuals. I'm starting to see how that may be a handicap for a lot of you motherfuckers. That all you are is around like-minded individuals. Is why you don't grow. That might be a hindrance. Everybody like-minded. Well then, who's growing? So, I just want y'all to know what's real. I get it that I'm new to giving y'all this information, as far as time frame go, as far as how long I've been on this earth. But when I tell y'all I know what I know, I know what I know. I'm not, y'all know a lot of things for me is just channel. You see what I'm saying? That's why y'all know I don't get on here and lie. I don't get on here, I ain't got no books, no dietary, I got nothing. When I get on here and I get in my bag, I'm really in a bag. Like that shit just come through me, from a different place for me to make sure y'all understand. Like I told y'all last video, I know when it's happening. I know when shit channeling through me. Especially this portion where I'm gonna try to rethink and rewatch this video. The portion about knowing thyself. That was big for me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's deep, and that's how I be thinking in my head as it should be, coming out. Now, honestly, y'all know I've done a lot of research. Everybody who know me know, this stuff has been a part of me wanting to know and my discovery for a very long time. But when the knowledge is solidified and cohesive, I understand that's not me. I understand that's not me. I understand that's my people. Making sure I have the right channel, I'm on the right station, and they just flow that information through me, and y'all can get the benefit of that. So please, 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 don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Don't let nobody trick you out your space. And the rule for us, right now is emotional maturity. A lot of us need some level, some semblance of emotional maturity in our life. So I wish that for a lot of y'all. I wish that for a lot of us to have a certain level of emotional maturity that's going to allow us to be different type of people, to be different type of beings in this space. You know what I'm saying? Because people not really willing to, you know what I'm saying? People not really willing to tuck their emotion in and handle shit, and you know what I mean? So emotional maturity, man. Because everything ain't gonna go your way. And even in the midst of things not going your way, you always gonna have to conduct yourself the right way. I've been on this thing for like an hour almost. And I seen that on I think this Facebook. I seen on Facebook, I think my volume was down probably the whole hour. I don't know. Because I don't even know if the volume on my phone is for like y'all or for like phone calls. But shit, if the bitch was silent, I'll drop the YouTube on there because, But now I was talking to my sis earlier today about spiritual shit. And like, when I talk to her, I'll be like, man, see, my whole family, like, I know it's not my whole family, but a lot of people I know it's time. And the ones that believe, the ones that know the truth. See, what we was talking about earlier, far as like, looking for God and, in religion and things like that, you never got to go looking for God. God is inside of you. And I think that's a much more scarier concept. That's a much more scarier concept than having to believe that God is in church and that you can just do whatever you want. And then you can go and repent. Once you understand that God is in you, then you have to be knowledgeable of the two wolves, because God is the two wolves. It's Indian, Native American lore, where which wolf do you feed? The evil wolf or the good wolf? Well, it's the same thing with the God inside of you. What type of God do you choose to feed? And people rather go to church and all that stuff, which I don't knock, and I got nothing against people doing their own thing. But you have to take responsibility for self. You have to be accountable for you. And whether you go to church, whether you pray to God, whatever you do is your business. It's just that you still have to be accountable for the things that you do. And going on church on Sunday thinking that you can erase what you did previously is a lot illogical. That is not even an intelligent thought in my book, in my opinion. I think that's illogical. And I think understanding that God lives inside of you and teaching that your body is a temple, I think holds us more responsible and more accountable for how we treat this thing and how we conduct ourselves and how we act in this world, how we treat our fellow people. I think that makes us more accountable. I think when you're like, God is in the church or God is in the pastor or God is in the, then you get to separate God from yourself. Then God is this thing out here and separate from you, but something later on. That's what it is. It's like God is postponed. I'll see God when I die, type of thing. When it's like, no, it resonates right here. A light, a energy, um, a type of force, chaos, melanin that's inside of you, and you don't get to escape that in this life. You don't get, but I mean, let me retract. People get to do whatever they want in this life. But you're recording yourself. All of your deeds and actions are being recorded because God is present now. It's just not the God you were taught. That's their God. That's their God. And people are, there's some that are in the know that know this. But when you are about to do something horrible, no one comes and tell you it's horrible. You can feel it. It's called innate ability. When something is innate, that means you don't have to tell it with your brain. Heartbeats are innate. You don't tell your heart to beat, 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 beat. You don't have to think your heart beat. You don't have to think you're breathing. Breathing is just natural. You just do it. It's innate, right? Thinking is innate. So, but who am I to tell you anything, right? I just say, be aware and be conscientious that you have an inner recorder. Your thoughts, your prayers, your desires, your wants. And a lot of people would chalk that up to saying, oh, we're human. We're just human. Well, that excuse does not work, in the afterlife, guys. You know what I mean? It's almost that what's the absence of something with ignorance? I don't know how the words go. Y'all know it, but like you will have to answer, you will have to be held accountable. And trying to make things external is a way to lessen your feeling of accountability. But I can tell you, you are accountable. And your accountability will be met instantaneously. So just feel me there. And when you got, let me ask you this. When you got somebody telling you the right thing to do and how to conduct your life, where's the combativeness? Like, what would someone tell me, oh no, that's not true? What do you mean it's not true for you not to do the right fucking thing? For you not to feel God in your heart, for you not to know that you're supposed to treat your fellow man right and do the right thing. Somebody say, whoa, that's not true. Oh, it's not true, eh? Really? See, I speak in absolutes. I don't deal in too many truths or not truths. See, what I said was absolute. I know where God lives, and so do you. That's why I say it's innate ability. And back to my point about innate ability, you know when you're doing something wrong. Just the same as you get the joyful feeling when you do something right. You don't have to tell yourself, what feeling should I feel right now for what I'm doing? What feeling is accurate for my feels? You don't have to tell yourself that. That's dumb. It's absolutely dumb. But what you do is you do. What you do is you just know. It's innate. So don't get tricked off your space, man. What you do and how you conduct yourself is important. It's important. And like I said, everybody not gonna agree with certain things that I say, but a lot of things I say ain't up for agreement. It's up for I will do it or I won't do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Okay, then I get where you are as a human. I understand where you're at. Or you would say, oh, that's something I want to implement in my life. Then I say, oh, I get where you at. I understand where you at. I understand what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of things I say just, you know what I'm saying? It's just the right thing to do. And I try to leave out variations of shit that I talk about. Like, oh, well, you can do it this way and it'll still work, right? And nah, just do the right thing in general. They say the definition of doing the right thing is doing the right thing when nobody's watching. See, I pride myself on that. Doing the right thing when ain't nobody looking at you. So I understand that once these videos get so long, I'm an hour deep. People probably ain't even going this far. So I feel the need to talk even more freely when I get to the end. But they say, Darius, why you talk like this? Why you think like this? And where this shit come from? It comes from this thought I had when I was a certain age that I understood I had to die. I understood it was scary to think about, and death and graveyards and being buried and like you would know, you know what I mean? But I understood all these feelings I kept thinking about. But then I wrapped my mind around its importance. Well, Darius, you said death is important? Yes, it is. And it's deathly important to someone who can't experience it. Or if they do experience it, they don't exist anymore because they don't have a soul or an energy source to carry them to the next, to an energy source of their remnants to carry them to another avatar or another being. I just understood that death was important. And I understood knowing as much about it as I can is probably the most important part of it. You don't want to have to do something. Like, for example, if you want to be a lawyer, right? If you want to be a human, right? If you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a human, if you want to be a lawyer, to be a lawyer, you have to pass the bar. To become a lawyer, you have to pass the bar. To have a full human experience, you have to die. Would you go to your college, your law school, college, to take your bar exam unprepared? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You would study your ass off. Because to be a lawyer is something you have to do. You don't get around it. Some people have faked their law degree for a while, but they got caught or whatever. But you have to be a legit lawyer, you have to pass the bar. You're not finna show up to the bar exam unprepared. To be a legit human, you're gonna experience a death. That's something you have to do. You can't tell me I have to do this, but I am grossly unprepared. That's when I became like this. Sorry, I gotta fix my voice. That's when I became like this. And then everybody wanna know that. I became like this in knowledge and understanding and getting to the crux of our existence, you know, which I'm still doing and still researching, still understanding my level of what I'm trying to know. But I understood death more. I understood you know, before even the understanding came in, I just knew it was something I had to do, and I knew nothing about it. Nothing. And it's freaking nuts. It's freaking nuts. So and then people say, well, let's go into it. Let's go into it. Cause I got time. I got time because I know somebody gonna say, well, how you know what happened when you die? How you gonna be prepared for something? Don't nobody know what happened when you go. See, that's what y'all get so lost. See, death is not something that, well, let's understand. Let me word it the right way and I'm gonna clarify. Death is not unobtainable, right? We all obtain it, right? Right. And it is a realm. It is a place. It is energy, just moving on to something another. Another maybe avatar body, understanding, planet, species, whatever. But the energy doesn't die. So lost my point. Thing is the weed. This is my first time in that day. Well, let me know. I ain't losing. Anyway, I just understood that learning about that and breaking it down and getting to the crux of it. Oh yeah, you to answer that superficial question about what do you mean? How would you know? You know what I mean? Well, if we all have to do it, there's too much human experience surrounding something we have to do to not know that there's information out there that is readily available and pretty much a consensus about this as well. Now, do people have different experiences? Yeah, yes. We all don't have the same experience, but the majority of us do. And I say the majority of us do because I believe the majority of us are good people. And I believe that when we die for good people, or at least people deemed to be worthy of having a pleasant death experience, and I mean worthy, uh, then yeah, it's pretty much a consensus across the board. So I know y'all look for weird shit like for when people die and they come back and all kind of shit. But you gotta and Kenny said something very important. Shout out to Kenny again. My nigga Kenny said something very important that I'm gonna start to do. Is when we talk, I'm gonna start giving y'all a little bibliography. I'm gonna just when I know I'm gonna have a topic, I'm gonna go do some research, get some names, I already know who, but I'm just giving y'all layman style. Go get some names, some books, some authors, some, lectures and dates and YouTube channels and things like that. You guys can go look at even TikTokers too, because TikTokers are doing a good job too, and they need to be recognized. Just so y'all can go get some additional information and just see I'm not the only one, not only talking this shit, but two, people are talking it better than I am, and I don't have a problem with saying that. Now, I obviously haven't gone as deep as we gonna go in the future, but or maybe for y'all this is pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? Talking about people cooking and eating people's heads and shit. I don't know what deep is for y'all, but I just like to have the conversation about what I think is real, what I think is what I think you should know about, you know? And my content and my conversations on these lives when I'm by myself is pretty much gonna be surrounded these type of conversations because this is what I'm sent to do. I'm not gonna neglect what I'm sent to do. If I'm here and my avatar is functioning on this planet, um, and I'm able to use my voice or my hands to communicate or blink twice if you're scared, uh, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the universe's work. I'm gonna do man's work, because I'm gonna do humans' work, not man, human. I'm gonna do humans' work, and that's what I call it. All praise to the humans, I'll praise thy species. I love everybody. Shout out to the Nomos. Uh, yeah, just had to take a moment to send some positive vibrations to the Nomos. And y'all also, meditate, spiritualize, take some time to, if y'all don't know who the Nomos is, that's a place y'all gonna have to go as well. But they are our brothers and sisters, and they are here currently. Yeah, and I will give y'all some hints and stuff like that, but I'm just not in the mood. If you want to go research, if you watch this far through the video and you got all the way here to. But shout out to our brothers and sisters here, and may the universe and those capable do protect them. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. I thank y'all for indulging me. Shout out to my FBI agent or whoever that be watching my shit. I know you keeping the numbers down. Y'all doing a good job at monitoring me and shit, but I don't care. And I tell you this too. Some people say, death to their enemies and all this shit. I don't. I don't wish death on nobody. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. None of y'all do. None of these people do. Nothing. Like, I ain't here to get in nobody's way. And that's not to take the target off of me or take the light from shining off of me. I just don't give a fuck. I really don't. I just really want to do my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all see these people out here in these groups. They're ready to grab a megaphone and tell you stupid if you don't have their beliefs. Us real ones, we don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all government agents, y'all, all y'all, man, we don't care about none of this shit. Y'all monitoring us, watching our videos, making sure motherfuckers only get 2-3 views, not wanting people to know the truth. It's happening. That's why you have to do what you're doing. It's because it's happening. We know. We don't give a fuck. We know it's gonna happen. I want to make sure you understand that. So we don't care. Like, and for you who actually doing it, the physical fucking avatar, I hope you're a fucking clone. Because if you're an actual being, Shamasa Niso Nakasawa. But believe, y'all gotta take what's coming to y'all. You gotta take it. I don't feel bad. I have no remorse. And that's your lot with the universe, which makes it none of my business because I participated in none of your debauchery. Y'all know what I say. Once we're all up, it's stuck like that. Ho, ho, ho. So you can do all that destruction, all that debauchery, all you want. You can turn the heat up as much as you want, make it hot and as horrible as you want. You still gonna get fucking fried. You can fucking roast as many of us as you want. Still gonna get fucking fried. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. You can do the worst. You can do the worst shit you can fucking possibly, which we already know what you do. So, guys, your barbecue chicken, man. Barbecue fucking chicken. But y'all know what they say. It's your boy D to the, oh my God, he is so handsome.